Hell yeah.
It's getting there.
And welcome to another edition of the Living Large Cedar Podcast. It's Billy Santiago along with my good friend of 37 and a half years, Gary Rodriguez, our super producer, Noe Ayala. We're available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Prime, and now on the YouTube channel. Just hashtag Living Large Theater Podcast. If you want to become a sponsor of this fine program, reach out to our super producer, Noe, at 956-451-1633. You can reach out to us at livinglargetheater@gmail.com. Rate our podcast, share with a friend, leave us a comment, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button.
That's right. We're living large in the theater of life as we take out summer of 2025.
Whoa!
And one of the activities that is always popular in the summer of any year here in South Texas is fishing. And with us right now, we have Captain Fred Rodriguez, a Texas sportsman,
El Capitan,
recognized by the Texas State Senate with a proclamation proclaiming him to be the premier hunting and fishing guide in South Texas. Fred, welcome to the Living Large Cedar Podcast.
Guys, thank you very much. It's great to be here at White Sands Marina and Restaurant, my little place that it's not a big secret anymore.
One of the captains that sails out of here. What do you offer as a captain, Fred?
Well, I tell you what, when you go fishing with me, I like to teach, I like to help, you know, because not everybody that gets on the boat really knows how to fish.
Yeah.
So I like to instruct and help them out, and so they can learn something. And
Sure.
at the end of the trip, which is usually 5 to 5.5 hours, if they want to go longer, we go longer.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's usually our normal trip. And then I'm very, very tidy. I have a very clean boat. Okay.
That makes a difference.
It's very dependable.
I don't want to be stepping on other people's worms.
No, I tell you what, we don't use worms, but I tell you what, you will jump on a clean boat and you'll have a good time. I've been out in the water for over 45 years. You know, as a captain, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But as a local, a guy that grew up here in Harlingen, Texas, and now I live in McAllen. I also live in South Padre, but been fishing the lower Laguna Madre for over 45 years.
Let's talk about that. You're a captain now, 2.5 years, but before you were a captain, you were still kind of a captain. I mean, you knew how to run things the way the captains are taught. What did it make any difference, or is it just a certificate that you?
Well, actually, it is a big difference. Okay?
Really?
Because when you know, you're more responsible, you're taking people out. Okay.
Yeah.
You're earning money.
Yeah.
So you have to get your certificate. You have to get your training. You have to get your CPR training. You do a background check, fingerprints, the whole thing, drug test, and it goes. I mean, you're licensed by the government. You're also licensed by the Texas Parks and Wildlife.
It's a big obligation.
It's a big obligation.
Big responsibility.
Big responsibility. I have insurance. You have to have insurance. You have customers on your boat. It's a whole new ball.
So to be a captain, you have to really be a captain to claim you're a captain.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, they would call me captain because of the TV show, The Texas Sportsman, for over 31 years since we started that in 1994. It always says, hey, Captain Fred, hey, Captain Fred. So I decided, you know what? We bought a condo.
Let's make it official.
Let's make it official. We bought a condo 3 years ago on South Padre Island. I said, why not? Let's put it together.
Yeah.
I have a great sponsor, Shallow Sport and the Sportsman, and a lot more sponsors that make it possible for the Texas Sportsman.
Talk about the show. How do you do that? Because you hunt and you fish. How do you determine what you're going to do for each show?
Well, right now we're in the middle of fishing season, and we have some tournaments, big tournaments. There's always tournaments coming up from April of the year, of the April 2025. I'll date what time we're doing this.
Yeah.
All the way through September, even October, there's fishing tournaments. So what dictates me is the weather, the season. So we're in fishing season right now. Right now we're doing a lot of bait fishing. We're going to be doing like 2 or 3 offshore shows as well.
Yeah.
We have the Texas International Fishing Tournament coming up next week.
Yeah.
After that one,
The Ladies Kingfish?
Lady Kingfish is coming up.
Do you participate in the TIFF?
I do. And I just got hired, okay, by some of my young fans. This is a crazy story, but I took a picture with 3 little boys, 12, 13, 14, something like that, last year, getting bait on the first day of TIFF.
Yeah.
Well, they saw me and they said, hey, that's Captain Fred. That's Captain Fred. And I go, what'd you guys say? Mr. Rodriguez, can we take a picture of you? We know you from your show, and it would be an honor, sir. And I go, sure, boys, come on over here. So I hand him a magazine. We took a picture. So then the young man called me. He was messaging me through Instagram. Well, I thought it was his dad.
Yeah.
I'm messaging a 13-year-old. He's going back and forth. He goes, are you booked for TIFF? And I go, no, I'm not yet. Well, we're interested.
Nice.
I said, oh, okay. Well, great. Well, how many? Well, there'll be 4 of us, and plus my dad will go as like a helper.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting a little confused here.
I thought you were your dad.
So bottom line is they hired me, they booked me. This is
Good
the
for
first time
you.
I do this as a captain. So
TIFF, by the way, stands for Texas International Fishing Tournament.
yes, it is. And I tell you what, if I just grab one of these right
Yeah. Oh, and Fred also publishes a magazine called the Texas Sportsman.
Yes, the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors. And,
Yeah.
and the reason we call it, and we have White Sands in there too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful ad there.
There
about
you
White
go.
Sands. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have the Chamber of Commerce, all the events happening on South Padre
What
Island.
feature stories you running this time on your magazine? Fred?
This one here, we are featuring.
Well, you have Cindy's Corner in there.
Cindy's Corner is always in there.
Okay.
You know, my beautiful wife, and then we have, of course, just Cass Farr, Cass Offen, Brent Johnson, and then we have our own captain T.J. Boom, Reyna out of South Padre, out of Jim's Pier,
Yeah.
another place here. But you just roll into this thing here, and you see so many sponsors that we have here. But getting back to TIFF, I'm trying to date it here. I think it's the 83rd.
Yeah, I think I saw that. 83rd or 85th, one of those.
Yeah,
it's
something
a,
like
it's a big
that.
tournament.
It's a big tournament. It's been going on forever and ever. So there's Lady Kingfish. So,
Talk about weather. How does weather affect fishing?
well, I tell you what, if we have a lot of rain in the 2-day tournament, in the TIFF tournament, one day can constitute the tournament.
Really?
Because let's say you go fishing on Friday,
Yeah.
and then the next day it's just pouring, tropical storm comes in or
Yeah.
whatever, okay?
Which, by the way,
it's-
we're expecting a little bit of rain today. Today being Friday, July
25th.
25th. Yeah, we're expecting some rain come in.
Rain's
You got
coming.
off the water just in time.
We all did. However, I did hear some captains are offshore right now, 80 miles out,
Ooh.
and they're in the middle of that right now.
Oh my
Really?
goodness!
Yeah, I just
I'd say a little
but
prayer
they're-
for them.
They're coming in right now. They're chasing the storm or getting out of that storm. And
Yeah.
it can be dangerous.
How far do you go up, Freddie?
When we go offshore, I've been 80 miles off. I've
Really?
been to the Perdido. That's what it's called, Perdido.
Yeah.
Okay. And you go
Lost.
out there. It's Perdido. You're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to picture the Grand Canyon. Okay, that's how the Gulf of Mexico is. And I'm not a big pro offshore fisherman guy. Okay, but I just want to give you the depths. But you go like 5 miles off, and you're like 40 foot deep. You go up to 10 miles, and now you're at 80 foot, 110. Now you go all the way 80 miles offshore.
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon
Yeah.
goes down.
Wow.
And it's like
Is that
400
scary or what?
400 feet deep.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
You never know what's lurking in those deeper waters.
Talk about people who haven't got the fishing bug. What causes that? I mean, is it one hook and you're in, or is it something over a lifetime that where you become enamored with the sport of fishing?
I think it all has to do with your friends, your family, your relatives.
The experience.
Who does it? Who's gone? Have you been invited?
Yeah.
But once you go, you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not for everybody because it can be at times rough, like you were saying. How
Yeah.
was the water?
Yeah, choppy.
Okay, it's been very was it choppy? Right now it's pleasant. The winds are down. Anytime you have your winds from 8 to 14, 18 to 15 miles an hour, it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you have those gusts that are going 20 to 25, 25
Yeah.
to 30,
Can that kick in the seasickness, or y'all don't get seasick on those little boats?
Well, some people do.
You
some,
can't,
Some
yeah.
people
That would be
can-
me.
Some people can get a little seasick when
Yeah.
they're, you have a chop, you're moving,
I'm a
moving
wimp.
this and that.
I'm a wimp.
But I want to tell you something. The average depth of the Lower Laguna Madre, the average depth is only 2.5 feet.
Talk about the Laguna Madre, fishing in there.
Okay.
I'm not a fisherman,
Right.
but I've seen drone footage where there's these little huts or
Yeah, they're
little
cabins.
houses.
They're cabins.
They're in the water. How does that happen? What?
Well, these were grandfathered a long time ago.
So
and
they're on stilts.
They're on stilts, and you lock in a lease with the state of Texas.
Is it hard?
Yes, very hard. I don't believe they're selling any more of those permits where you can go and put a cabin out there, or even call the state of Texas and say, "I'd like to put one right here."
Yeah.
I don't believe they're selling those permits anymore. So you have to buy it from somebody that is selling.
That already has one.
Yeah, and then once you do that, then
What does that get? What do they have in there? They got electricity.
Oh my gosh, these places have generators. They have AC. You just think of a generator. You can wire up everything: satellite TV, microwave, air conditioning.
And it's all here in the Laguna Madre.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's some here. Okay, then we have some going toward Port Mansfield.
Yeah.
Then way at the North Cut at Port Mansfield, which, by the way, is like about 80 miles on the water from the causeway here.
Yeah.
In South Padre Island.
Pretty much from where we are here at White Sands.
Yeah, from White Sands all the way down to the north end cut of Port Mansfield, the
Yeah.
line cut. That's about 80-mile trip on the boat.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And who owns these or who has these? Just private individuals?
Just private individuals. Private individuals, yes.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy. We're talking to Fred Rodriguez. He is one of the sponsors of the Living Large Theater podcast. We are at White Sands Marina. We have so much respect for Fred Rodriguez. Not only is he a good friend, but he's a professional. What are some of the other services that you offer your clients? I know you've started doing SpaceX launch trips.
How's that working for
Oh,
you?
that's working really good. It's really a nice experience. My stepson works there. He's an electrician. My son-in-law works there. He's an electrician. And I've taken the whole family out there. One time we took I say whole family, a couple of my daughters, one daughter went, and then Michael went, and then I had my grandson, my granddaughter,
Yeah.
and then Cindy rode it in Cindy's corner.
Oh, nice.
The experience, we saw the rocket launch. It's an experience, and then to have my son there and my son-in-law there, and have them witness it, and that's the work that they've done.
That is something else.
So then I've taken other individuals that hire me to go for a little cruise, and
Yeah.
it's a 2-hour cruise or whatever. It takes our time. We set in. And for them to be like, I had a guy from Brownsville and his son, and he goes, "No manches, bro. Oh my God." The 956 lingo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, wow, that is
Yeah.
incredible.
Wow in Spanish is no manches way.
Yeah,
No
that's what
manches way. Is that
was,
it, huh?
He was like at awe, bro. He was like looking at Jesus, bro. He was like, wow, this is incredible. I can't believe.
I mean, there's people from all over the world that come down
I
here.
had a guy from Canada that was on the same boat. That was a winter Texan.
Yeah.
That said, "This is my 8th launch I've seen."
That's crazy.
He's seen all of them.
Yeah,
He's seen all of them.
and they're out there. Those
Yeah,
people.
he goes, but this is the first time I get up close because
Yeah.
we get to go all the way to the entrance of South Bay.
Yeah.
Really?
And they cut it right there.
Yeah.
That's closed. You feel the vibration.
Yeah.
You'll see the birds coming out, rushing.
Yeah.
Because of all the noise and stuff.
Wow. Sure.
If you go down a little further, like you're going to the tip of the jetties, but not as far, you'll see the water also rippling, and also like being sucked out too.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Let me do a shameless plug here. Noe and I started doing some T-shirts. We had T-shirts with Elon Musk riding a rocket and saying, "Had a blast at South Padre Island." We've taken them over to Tom and Jerry's with Cody Pace, and they're all gone. We're printing another round right now, but if you want one of these T-shirts, man, stop by Tom and Jerry's on the island, see Cody Pace, and buy one there. And if not, you can call Noe and get one as well. They're all absolutely wonderful. Hey, let me ask you, what did it mean to you, Fred, when you received a Texas Senate proclamation proclaiming you as the premier hunting and fishing guide in South Texas? What did that mean to you and Cindy?
That meant so much to me. I was like at no manches, like that guy, But
We could tell, man. You were very humble by that.
I was
weren't
very
you?
humble. I was very honored. I was choked up. I was very emotional to realize, I'm driving this morning, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm going to date this. I'm 65 years old, and I'm proud of it.
You're a kid.
Okay? All right. Okay? But it's okay. I got my Medicard card, you know? So
Life is good,
it's
right?
good, bro. The government's good. They treat me good. But anyways, getting back to that emotional day is like...
Describe it.
I have a mind of... I'm still thinking like I'm 22, bro.
Don't we all?
Okay, but sometimes you just can't move that fast.
No.
Or you're not that strong. But I tell you what, I'm good. I'm blessed, and that was
Amen.
that was so just like wow. I'm being honored, man. And then was Senator
Chuy Hinojosa. He
Hinojosa.
ran the traps on all that for you.
He did this. He did that. And for me to hang that in my house and just soak it all in.
Does it help with business at all? I mean, if somebody...
Brother, I never ever mention it. I never mention it because God is good and God's going to do for me what He's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mention it for you. Fred Rodriguez, the recipient of the proclamation from the Texas State Senate, championed by State Senator Chuy Hinojosa, to present him with this proclamation, proclaiming him to be the premier hunting and fishing guide in South Texas.
Hey, Freddie, I've always, my dad used to take us fishing when we were kids. But we used to go on the military bases where they had the man-made lakes, and they stocked the pond with fish, so it was easy to catch fish.
Brim.
And we used worms back then. But, Gary was bringing up the worm thing earlier in the podcast, and you kind of laughed at it. So what's your go-to lure?
Okay, right now, in the summertime, a lot
You
of
use a jelly belly?
No, we use croaker, live croaker, which is a live little bait. Okay, and some people frown at that. Okay,
Why is that?
Because it's alive?
because it's easy to catch trout with it. But let me go back. It's not that easy. Okay,
Yeah.
because if you
Fishing's not easy. If it was, they'd call it catching.
yeah, and you like going back to the beginners. I'll get some green peas, which are beginners, and you have to teach them. It's like playing golf. It's like you have you're gonna throw it out. You're gonna cast it. Okay, I do this every day. Well, not every day. I do it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I've been doing it. And you're gonna cast it. You leave it out there, and you got to wiggle your rod a little bit. Well, what's wiggle mean?
Yeah.
Well, you got to move it a little bit because the little fish wants to go hide in the grass because he doesn't want to get eaten.
Yeah.
So I analyze all of this, and I tell everybody what they're doing. Okay, and you got to twitch your rod a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, they go, okay, then what's next? Okay, well, now what the trout does is it hits it,
Yeah.
it's killing it. They're like, oh, you never know if you get tree huggers, okay?
Yeah.
Well, you're fishing, right? Yeah. So then it's hitting it because it wants to eat it.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. And then, Noe, give me your hand. So what
there.
happens when the trout comes, it pulls.
Yeah.
So what you need to do
Is be
when
ready.
it pulls, you got to get your rod down and let it take it.
Yeah.
And you got to go 1, 2, 3, set that hook.
Now, is this in shallow water pretty much? Or
You're in like 3 feet of water.
3 feet of water? Let me
Yeah.
ask you.
Wow.
As a fisherman, what did the fisherman and fisher lady community feel when they caught those two guys cheating at a fishing tournament? They were loading fish up with ball bearings or weights to win, and they had been winning, and then they got caught. But as fisher folks, what did y'all think? Did y'all think that was a blight on the reputation of fishermen and fishing tournaments, or y'all just let it go?
Well, no, I mean, noted. You can just say, okay, that guy did it. It's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so bottom line
But they had been
is-
winning big time tournaments and big time
well,
payouts.
It finally got caught up to them.
Yeah, somebody
okay?
said they wanted to. The group that was there when they got caught, they wanted to literally kick their ass.
So how do they put the what? They put them inside the fish, or?
Yeah, they'll. That's why in tournaments, all the big tournaments, you have all these rules, and you are subject to polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, there's big money in that. And you're subject to polygraph test.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught during the TIFF tournament?
In the TIFF tournament, oh gosh, probably about a 27 and a half inch redfish.
Ooh.
But there's so many 800 contestants in the Bay
So,
division.
what kind of fisherman wins this tournament?
Okay, well, it's built, like I go back to the rules and regulations. Every tournament is different. It's the heaviest, usually it's the heaviest redfish.
Okay.
Up to 28 inches, and it could be 8.9. It could be 9.2. It could be 9.5.
Yeah.
And you could win by an ounce. You could lose by an ounce.
Oh, my goodness.
You could lose by a point.
Oh, the humanity.
Point, this and that.
Yeah.
You know, and then another thing is, what time did you come in? Did you come in at 2:30? Oh, well, Johnny B here came in at 1, and you came in at 3:30, and you guys have the same fish. Well, whoever got there first is the guy they're gonna
really?
win. Yeah.
That's the way it
Now it
goes,
has
huh?
to do. Now it goes to time.
So if somebody knows nothing about fishing, do you have the patience to teach them if they book you?
Yes, that's what I do. I specialize in catering
The
to
instruction.
the instructions. I have repeat customers. I have guys that tell me, Fred, I want my wife to catch the fish.
Okay.
He'll tell me secretly, Fred, it's all about
Let her.
Let her.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 couples so far this summer that they've done that. You know, the husband says, I've never fished with my wife, and I want her to have a great time so she can fish more with me.
That's awesome.
And I said, okay, great. So then it's kind of like a wife. Sometimes they don't want to listen to the golf pro.
Yeah.
They'll listen to the golf pro, but they're not going to listen to their husband because he's trying to teach them
Yeah,
how
of
to play
course.
golf.
Dude,
No.
I know all about that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're talking with Fred Rodriguez at Texas Sportsman. We're at White Sands Marina. Let's talk about our sponsors. White Sands Marina Inn and Suites. Arnold and Corina Flores, they have just been angels with us. Every time we come in, they welcome us with open arms. They are here for you. It's on FM 100 in Port Isabel, Texas. All you have to do is make your reservations at wsnandsuites.com, and you can have everything you need just at your fingertips. They have boats. They have captains. Fred Rodriguez is one of them. They have a restaurant. They have a bar where we are. So if you hear that grinding thing going on, they're mixing up another beautiful margarita. They also have an awesome swimming pool, and the rooms have all been renovated and remodeled, and they're just waiting for you to make your reservation. That is White Sands Marina Inn and Suites, Port Isabel, Texas, wsnnsuites.com. Also, big thanks to Ward Thomas and Majestic Studios. You ready to cut your next hit record? Majestic Studios can do it. 2037 Orchid in McAllen, Texas. And also, Fred Rodriguez, a Texas Sportsman.
Got
He is
it.
one of our corporate sponsors, and we have him here as a guest today.
Hey, Freddie, so fishing season's right now.
Yep.
Coming November, December, you got deer hunting season.
Yes.
And I know you do a lot of deer hunting on your TV show and stuff like that.
Yes.
So if anybody would be interested listening to the podcast right now, wants to book Freddie as a guide for deer hunting season, how can they go about doing that?
Yes, the best thing to do is give me a call on my cell phone, 956-776-4623. And we have dove season that's right around the corner,
Dove
too.
season as
Dove
well,
season
okay.
is coming. So that's what kicks off the excitement for hunting season all over and over again. You know, every year you smell that gunpowder, that hit, boom, boom, you know. And you
Do you
get
have a
it
deer
going.
leash you take people?
I have 6 different ranches that I sell hunts on.
Okay.
And then I also have a deer lease that I'm in that I sell hunts there too. But I want to go wait 1 minute, just go back to White Sands,
Please
the
do.
sponsor.
Oh, no,
because
please
I'm
do.
a fisherman and I want the guys to know that, guys, if you need gas, they got it. And another thing,
Dude, we didn't even mention that. Thank you.
Yes, we have gas here, guys. You want to fill up the tank. TIF's coming up. Another tournament. You're in a hurry. Gas. There's also more dock space. Another thing that Arnold and Karina got now is live shrimp. We have live shrimp here now too. That's a big thing. Okay. And they have a full-service marina. I love it. They have boat slips. If you want to you stay here, you know, book a room here for the weekend. You know, like I've told Karina and Arnold, I think it's...
Slow down. I'm writing all this down. Go ahead.
Okay, get that big martial knot there going. So it's fish, eat, sleep, and repeat.
And repeat.
And repeat.
Now, have
man.
you ever done the cook your catch thing here?
No, we have not. That's what we need to line up.
That is awesome.
I did a short little thing with Arnold one time. I took him out, and I think one of our local TV stations did a little segment on us. We talked about all that stuff there in 3 minutes. But it's
Who'd you
great.
go out with this morning? You took some people out?
I took my neighbor. I took my neighbor out with his daughter. It was her birthday gift. She wanted to fish with me.
And they have a good catch?
They had a great catch. Yeah, they caught their limit.
What kind of boat you got?
I have a 24-foot shallow sport with a 250 horsepower Yamaha, It's a very, very
Is
comfortable
it fast?
boat. It's as fast as you need to go. I mean, the top end would probably be about hitting probably 50 miles an hour.
That's fast. On water, that's fast.
On water, okay.
And the TV show, Freddie, it airs when and
Yes,
where
going to
at?
the Texas Sportsman is going on its 31st year, and that's on NBC 23, 10 a.m. here in the Rio Grande Valley. We're also in Laredo, Texas, on our ABC affiliate over there, Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. in Laredo.
Send out an invite to, obviously most of our listeners are here in the Valley, and we're very proud of that. But we also have listeners in nowhere, Thailand, Spain,
all around the country.
all around the
and
country, all around the world.
Yep.
So if somebody's not here, but they want to meet up with Captain Fred Rodriguez, the Texas Sportsman, and learn to fish or practice their fishing skills, how do they find you?
They can find me through Facebook, Instagram under Texas Sportsman. They can go to my YouTube channel as well, Texas Sportsman. I can do that as well.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Well, Fred, I'm going to tell you, man, thank you for being one of our very, very valued corporate sponsors.
Early believers.
You've done so much for us. We wouldn't be here at White Sands if it wasn't for you.
Appreciate that, Freddie.
Well, I'm always here for you guys. If you need anything, I got more connections than AT&T, and here's one right here.
Yes, yes, yes. Fred Rodriguez at Texas Sportsman, thank you for joining us today on the Living Large Theater podcast.
It's Living Large Theater Podcast. Reach out to us at livinglargetheater@gmail.com. We're available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Prime, and now on the YouTube channel, hashtag Living Large Theater Podcast. Reach out to us if you want to become a sponsor of this fine show, 956-451-1633. Rate our podcast, share with a friend, leave a comment. More importantly, hit that subscribe button. Until the next episode, you keep living large because you know we're living large.